Hello everybody, it's Catherine and happy Monday. Welcome to another crafting week. So Easy Makes Monday. Bit of messy play. I've got blue hands. I've got my apron on. And what I want to show you, because we're doing the art journal, and I wanted to show you how versatile printables, your digitals that you buy from various artists can be. Excuse me. Yes, I've got some here that are from David's new kits. So the new abstract art digitals, and I've been putting a bit of stenciling and things. But I wanted to show you, there could be any digitals, you know, but I'm using these because David made them for me for this kit. For these journals. And I wanted to show you that, and I've done this in the past, so I like to do this to give you other ideas how you can get your money's worth out of a digital kit, really. Because, like, for example, these are great. I'm doing the art journals, but when I come to another journal, I might need something a bit more of a nature theme, but with some nice coloured background. So I want to mute it down a little bit. Excuse me. I've just cleaned my teeth. You know, sometimes when you clean your teeth, I don't know, it makes you want to cough. Or is that just me? I don't know. Makes your throat dry. Yeah, so I want to mute it down a little bit, or to be able to put, you know, a little bit of mixed media onto it. But I also wanted to show today that you don't need to go out and buy loads and loads of expensive tools to be able to do this. Now these I've had a while, but I did make them. So this is some I know they're a funny shape, but there was some packaging, I think from a pizza or something like that. So we all get that sort of styrofoam. And then what I had some sponge out of something and made this to stick on, and just stuck it on with glue. And then this one I just made a flower, stuck that on. So, you know, you can make your own stamps. You can carve out shapes in rubbers, as we call them here, or erasers. And also you can use anything. You can carve out a potato. We used to do potato prints as a child. But also this is a, you know, a bit of a household sponge, and this is the shape that it's in. It must have had something on the top there. I can't think what it had, but anyway, it's got this lovely bumpy shape to it. And these I got from they are for children, really. But I got these from Hobbycraft, and I don't know, a couple of pounds. So we've got different effects, mark making tools, really. And look at that one, that's fab. That's like grass. And then one there. So there's those, which a couple of pounds, didn't cost a great deal. Inside of a tube, just some stamping with that. And then you know, then you can start buying the stencils. Now I really don't like to use these so often for mixed media. I mean, they're difficult to use even if you're just putting a little bit of ink through. They're very, very fine, and I find that some of the more expensive ones, the more fine that they are, and you've got to be so careful with it. I've got a spatula that was from the works. I've got a load of paint brushes and plastic palette knives, and this. I've got two of my brushes from my cheap makeup kit that came from the pound shop or somewhere. So you don't have to buy loads. This I'm trying to get rid. I don't like it. Cosmic Shimmer Granite Paste. Well, I say I don't like it. I'm not over keen for this. I think probably if you want a grungy cover and that's the effect you're looking for, then that probably works. But I'm not so keen on it. I've had, you know, I've done this through the stencil and you do get this textured, but it just looks like you know, they've been concreting the path and you dropped it before it had dried. That's what I think it's like. That one you can see I've already started doing some stamping on, so let's have a play and see what we're going to get. And of course the background, whatever we get on the background, can be used for other things. Now I did have my green stamp pad, so yeah, this is a newish one, as you know, so I'm not going to start getting it all grunged up, but we can remove that over there. This is one of them that slides back, but I'm not going to slide it. What shall we have a play with? Let's just see. Yeah, so you can have a bit of an image with that, so you can start off by doing bit of stamping with that. So I hope you've all had a good weekend. Oh dear, we watched the England-Italy. Well done to Italy. Oh crikey, was it nail biting. Nail biting. I'm not a major football, I can take it or leave it, but when it's games like, you know, national importance and how many years since we last got there, it was a shame, but I think they did a marvellous job getting through to penalties anyway. So you can just stamp it in different random patterns with that. Right, what else? Seeing as it's green, we need a bit of grass. So let's see what that's. Oh, I don't think I've used this grassy one though. I don't think it shows up so much on there. Let's see if I wipe it. Faintly, faint. It's a bit faint, that. It's a bit of a damp squib. I thought that would be better than it was. I think it's because it can't take the ink up all that well. Oh, you've got to really squish it. So we can dampen down the background with that, smoosh a bit of that on. Leave that for now. Let's get another one. Now, just see what we could have here. Let's try this one. I haven't used them for ages, so I forgot now what they're like. Oh yes, like that one. So I'm going to do some dots on the top of this one. Now this I've already stenciled through it with some distress ink. I like this one, but I think you need to re-ink it really every time for it to be, yeah, like that one. Now let's, isn't it great when you can just have a play? Hey. Now then, I'm going to have a go with this one that I made, and I'm going to, this is one I've had years, it's Marvy Signature Shades of Sunset blending box. So there's all the different shades, but I'm going to see, oh, I don't know, we'll see. I might have to do it this way, really press it down this way instead of tapping it because of the sponge. And also it's a very old pad, that's why I don't mind messing with it. I don't like using my really best ones for messy play, because then they're all done in, aren't they? They're all done in when you want to do proper nice stamping. Right, let's go for it. That's got something on it. Let's Let's get one that's not had anything stamped on it yet. Let's move that out of the way. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, can you see that? So that's got a nice background to it. Now I can imagine what it's like if you were doing it on something plain. So as I say, I'm altering these backgrounds, and then you could still put a nice focal point on. See what that's like on there. So you have fun as well making your own stamps. Yeah, that's fab, isn't it? Really like that. Let's have a look at what else we got on here. Get a bit carried away, don't you, once you start stamping. This is something that David's working on. So let's see. Let's have a stamp at this one. Oh, that's better. If you give it a bit of a twist when you're stamping it like that, it gets on easier. Right. The reason why I put this like polystyrene styrofoam stuff on is it's easy to get then an even pressure. Oh yes, I like that. I do. So it was a bit of a late night last night, and of course then you don't sleep. When you're being hyped up, holding your breath while they're taking penalties. You're too hyped up to sleep then, when about 11:30 it was. Lovely. And then I'll just, we'll just have a little bit, just to stamp it off. Great, I like that. Okay. Now then, so I'm just sort of showing you that this is something that David's been messing with for a digital kit, and just gives a bit of a different dimension. Right, let's go back to this. Let's see now if we can see the fun these, aren't they, for a couple of pound, you know. I don't think they show up so good on there. You could even use this if you haven't got a wavy stamp to go over postage stamps, couldn't you? Right, I'm going to put sunshine on here. So this is a clean sponge stamp, so I don't mind. Oh, crikey, you can tell the difference between a pad that's got plenty on, can't you? Look at that. It's all around the edge as well. It's going to be more than we need. Okay, let's go for it. Yes, I like that. And you can see that as it loses its ink, you still get a really nice effect. This is, I love these two best, these two that I've made. I'm trying to think if I've got any more. Might get my old ink out. It takes your breath. It's good exercise for your breathing, this is. Pressing them down. So can you see you get a totally different look with that. And I'm liking it. Right, let me have a look. I don't want to use my best green anymore. Let's see. And I was out in the garden. It was lovely on Saturday. I was doing some stamping as well on top of, I made some masterboards, and then was doing some stamping and paint stamping on it. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, I got some wax crayons out and things, because, you know, like, we'll have another go at that, melting some wax. I enjoy that. What shall we do? Shall we see if purple's any good? Let me, oh, there's a lot there, isn't there? Let's see if we stamp it on here, because we can use it, can't we, this background. I don't know, it feels like a waste when that much is coming off. So my voice croaking, I'm sorry. Croaky, croaky. But these are my old stamps. They're just a cheap set that I got. I think these were from Hobbycraft, and I don't mind mixing these up, because I think that looks about... Oh no, it's not bad, it's because there's green still on it. You see what I mean? If that was your best ink pad, you'd be upset, wouldn't you? Now even that's a good image if you want to do stamping up the side just with your little ink pads. I sometimes do that. These are going to look fab. Would you love these in the journal? I don't think there's so much left on this anyway. See if it gives you anything off that. Part of the fun's just trying different things, isn't it? Now it's more of a green. More of the green that's... See, so you can just do all sorts. You can buy 2 sets of cheap if you like. Keep one good, quite in good condition for, you know, if you want to do your own restamping. If you want to see if you like it, you don't always have to pay a lot. You know, certainly not, you don't have to necessarily pay Tim Holtz Ranger prices straight away. I mean, there's plenty of interest on these tags of David's anyway, because they're from his original art, but I'm just trying to show you can do a bit of something to digitals and they're your own then, you know, you've made them your own. We'll have a go with this orange now. Looks like I've used orange on this one already. The only thing is you have to be careful with these. Some of them are stuck on with glue because they come off. The pads come out of the little things and then you have to stick them in. Right, let's see. Yes, I like that. Look, it's given... I like this one. Right, there we go. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Stamp that off. Right, I'm thinking, how can we get this one now? It's like a, in fact, you know, this is like that, what you scrub your pans with, pan scrubbers. You can always, you can, look, see what I mean? So I've got my gloves on. I don't mind a bit of ink on my hands, but I can't stand them being, you know. I would test drive a new car today. I don't want to be turning up with inky hands looking a right mess, do I? Not everybody know, you know, not everybody will think, oh, she's a crafter. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? So, you see, they're all right for some things. Let's, oh, I've got my rubber glove in. Let's try it with black. Let's, oh, I think this is quite a juicier one, I think. But let's see. Let's try it on here. Yeah, it gives a sort of effect. Oh, this one's come off now. I'll have to go back and glue them on. Yes, they're all subtle. I think I'll have a bit on there as well. Let's see if we can have a bit on this. Yeah. It's one of those that you have to wipe, I think. Right, let's just have a look at these. Do we need anything else on these that I'd already stamped on? Now it's got a little bit of yellow on there, so I give in. Oh no, too much black still on it, look. I'd wash these, put some water on, and sometimes you can clean them that way with these ones. I don't mind messing like that. Oh, okay, done that with just the corner. Quite like that idea. Make your own patterns. The thing is that you can do this with on top of old book pages or anything. It's only because I'm sort of wanting to demonstrate how you can alter, you know, get your money's worth out of your printables. This one, just pop a bit along the top there, give that a different feel. Bit along the bottom. There we go. It's sort of really grunged those up now. Let's have a look, come back to our first ones. Now then, what haven't see messy, what haven't tried here? Let's see if we can stamp this up with a different colour. It might still have some of the pink left. Let's see. You can sort of see the outline, but you know, it's more of a smudged mess. I think it likes this yellow. I think it likes this straw paper better. Okay. Is there anything else I wanted to try? Yeah, let's have a look at this one. Now, seeing as this yellow one's about had it, let's see if we can get some ink down this bit of a ridge here. There we go. And you know, you won't start stroking it and doing all sorts with it when you use proper stamping, but when you're doing a bit of mixed media for a different effect, it doesn't matter. Right, okay. It's not given the ridge effect that I thought it would. More so there. I'll give that a wash. You'll find that actually that's it. Do a bit of stamping with these, and these are baby wipes, so I leave these to dry as well, because you can use these, you know, with the art colours and ink on. You may as well. I think this is about had it, this yellow one now. I've done a good job on hacking it to bits. Okay, so I am just going to go around the edge with that. There we go. They're good. Any little things. Right, now I've washed this ready, and I'm not going to use my I think it's time I got another set. I'm not going to use my best inks, and the thing with this is, if you are using these very fine stencils, use a brush. You know, if you're doing it with ink, you want to do it with a brush, because it's a lot kinder. Look at this. It's, if you start doing it with your blending tools and things, there we are. It's just given a little variation to it that you've added yourself. Now we'll try this bigger bit down here. I'm just going to use the black. These I just wash under the sink, under the tap, sorry, in the sink. It's disintegrating on me, look. Give it a smooth with my gloves. And I use that, so very carefully I will stamp down where it's gone through. Press it onto your paper so it uses your ink up. See, and it gives you a bit on this. I think I'm right excited with this scrap paper more than anything. There we go. You can see there it's gone through. Right, so I think that gives you the idea. Let me just get rid of all the bits that I'm going to chuck out. Those ones. Just get this black off here. Don't want black everywhere, do I? Don't want black all over my best crafting chair. Right, okay. So, where's my bottom to... Ooh, bottom to that one, that's okay. You see what I mean? They soon get messy, and I don't mind. Oh, it's wrong side. I don't mind. I wouldn't do it when they were brand new, because, you know, that would be silly. I'm doing it again, getting my plastic glove trapped. But I think as you get nearer where they've about had it anyway, yeah, then's the time to play. So we've got a variety of looks, and really you can do whatever you want. You know, you can stamp things on, but because I'm doing the art journal, I wanted to have something, you know, a bit art orientated. I couldn't think of the word. I want to say arty-farty, you know, be a bit arty-farty with it. David will think, crikey, what have you done? You've spoilt me. You've spoilt me art digitals now. Okay, so we've got a variety of different looks now. And you can have a go at that too. And then, you know, whatever you've got on it now, you can then put a focal point on. So you could put a butterfly, for example, or something. Let me just take my gloves off and I'll show you. Oh, it's not gone through. I'll show you what. Now, where am I? Got some butterflies. They're in underneath that big lot of thing. So, let's have a look. Yeah, got some butterflies. Or a big flower. Like, for example, we've got this big flower of Rachel's. So, let me see. Let's put a bit of book page behind that, and is nice, out of the children. The Adventure of the Parked Car. Let's take that off. A bit more. Right, okay, so we'll stick that down there. I still want some of this on because that's part of why we did it. So I'll just quickly, no, I'll stick it on there. Just quickly do that. And we'll quickly glue up my flower. I mean, this is working on the hoof, like we did for December dailies. Just working on the hoof. I haven't planned this. There we go. Put that flower there. Stick that on there. But in here I've got a little label of some description or something. Just dub that down a bit. One of Tracy's little labels there. That's just to show you straight away you can, you know, you've done your arty bits at the back and you've got yourself a tag. And I think, you know, this can go into a different journal altogether than your original thought when you get the digitals. It's one of Rachel's flowers, so one of Tracy's labels. Tracy Fox, love junk journals. Lovely, I love that. So just one more to give you an idea. See what we've got in here. See if I have got butterfly. I'm sure I have some butterflies in here. Yeah. That's a brown butterfly. Very quick. Probably lose its antenna. I'm notorious at cutting their antenna off. There we go. Right, we've got a bit of book page. There, and I think I'll use a bit of let's see what colours will be nice. A bit of Florentine paper, I think would be that would be nice with that one. Look at that flower and that. Okay. I'm going to I don't know if I've got any. Yeah, let me just give it a bit of a, sorry, butterfly wing. It looked a bit white, that bit. Yes, I like that. And then our butterfly. Okay, so just 2 examples of, you know, your art backgrounds, and then putting a bit of a focal point to go in any journal. So thank you so much for joining me, and hope you have a go at this messy play yourself. As you can see, I better get this mess cleaned up, and I'll put a few photos at the end when I've cleared the mess up, because obviously you can't see them properly amidst all this. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it really does help keep the channel going, to do with YouTube and their algorithms and what have you. It's beyond me, as you know. I'm not the technical person, but I'd be very grateful if you could, and I'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday's sewing. That takes some saying, you know, on a Monday. Tuesday's sewing. Bye for now.